Now I'm very pleased to welcome a very, very special guest into the studio. Back here, it's Angela from Angela Swim School. Good morning.
Good morning, Matt.
Thank you very much for joining us. Angela, we've got some big news to reveal as well very soon as well. But first of all, for listeners that don't know you, give us a bit of your background.
So I'm Angela from Angela Swim School. I'm the CEO and founder of the swim school. I swam competitively internationally for a good 10, 12 years of my life and then set up a swim school to help do the same and help children and adults learn to swim properly.
It's brilliant. You've had such a fantastic career and now you're kind of giving back, aren't you, now,
Absolutely.
by teaching kids and adults to swim, which is brilliant. And we've heard your adverts going out on the weekend breakfast show, and we're very excited because you're about to sponsor the daytime breakfast show, which is great.
I know.
We're so excited about this. Now, we did meet the other day as well because you are very much attached to lots of things going across the county.
Yes.
And the Beams charity that we know very well, you kindly invited me along to their gala the other night,
I did.
which was great. Tell us about your connection with Beams.
So my daughter has autism, and years ago I needed their help and I went to them for help with my daughter, and now I'm trying to help other children with learning to swim properly through the charity. So we're helping get funded places for the children and teaching children to swim properly through the programme. It's just incredible.
It's amazing. And the scale of what you've done is incredible because this is franchised out as well. Now, how many swim schools do we have here?
We have about over 25 swim schools.
Amazing.
Yes.
I think when we spoke to you the first time, it was 20.
Yeah.
So you're growing. Which
all the
is great.
time.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
Which is fantastic. Now, we mentioned earlier about a survey as well, about 83% of parents want their children to learn to play an instrument.
Yeah.
But actually, this also applies to swimming, doesn't it?
It does. I think instruments are a wonderful thing, and I learned to play the piano. My grandmother actually was a concert pianist. So growing up being in a family with musicians and being very involved in music was a wonderful gift and is a wonderful gift to children. But what else is a wonderful gift is being able to swim, and all the nice things that children gain and learn from learning an instrument, they get that from swimming. And what's even better with the swimming is they can do it from a much earlier age. So starting them off on the swimming lessons at 4 months, getting their bodies healthy and seeing them understand swimming much better, then they can go on and use those skills that they gain through swimming to do other things as well, like playing a musical instrument.
And I think we always remember learning to swim as you grow up. If you learn to swim as a child, because I was just thinking back then as to when I used to do my swimming lessons and getting my badges for the first time and that sense of achievement as well. And you don't realise actually what you're doing is, you know, a life-saving skill and a health benefit. You just want to swim, you just enjoy it.
And I think that's the great thing for children, is that while they're there learning and they're getting the rewards and they're getting the badges, they don't realise the impact it's going to have on them later in life. And I've gone on to see so many of the children who have done the lessons with us actually reach an amazing stage and come back in their 20s and say thank you for doing this for me. Thank you for helping me, because they've gone on to do wonderful things and reach Olympics and reach their goals. And they know it was the swimming foundation that got them there.
How incredible. It must be really, rewarding for yourself to see that progress.
Yes, it is. And I think for me, that's what it's all about. It's about the rewards for the children actually learning to swim properly and seeing them be happy as well and safe. More importantly, I know that when the children leave us, once they've learnt to swim and we take them through to swimming a mile, once they've completed that mile, we know that they are much safer around water and we can confidently see them go on to do more things.
And it's one of those things that you don't realise how much you need it until you need it as well. So it's one of those things, it's like a life insurance really, isn't it?
Or how much somebody else might need your help.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's a different way to look at it as well. And I suppose it doesn't matter how old you are, you can always learn to swim at any age, which is great. There's a great article out by Michael Mosley.
That's right, Dr Michael Mosley, yes, there was.
He knows his stuff. Do you know much about him?
Not a great deal, but I do know, seeing his articles and following him a little bit, and since he's been talking about swimming being one of the greatest exercises, it was amazing to see that article. For me, it just rubber stamped everything that I've been saying over the past 25 years, that swimming is the greatest exercise and greatest sport that you can do for health and safety.
It's an incredible article for which you don't think about. You always think about fitness being running and all this down the gym and not so much swimming. But he basically puts out the facts here about how swimming can make you live longer.
That's right, and I've been saying that for years, because when we were here one day with Sophie on the show, my mum was here with me, and Sophie couldn't get over how amazing my mum looked, and she's in her 70s.
Yeah,
so
incredible.
It does keep you looking younger.
Yeah.
It does keep you fitter, and I feel, as I've always said, it's the secret to saving lives and changing lives.
Yeah.
And improving lives.
And as we get older, we always want to look a bit younger, don't we?
Definitely.
So there's the answer. Get in the pool.
Yes.
And it helps your brain, and it helps you be more alert as well.
It oxygenates your brain. Yeah. And I think because it oxygenates the brain in a way that no other exercise can do that, it helps your brain to work better and for you to then live longer. So we want to get everyone swimming, Matt, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't believe, the facts here is that swimming is better than walking or running.
Yeah.
That's great, but swimming takes it to the next level.
It does.
Which is amazing. Look, it's so exciting because you're going to be sponsoring the breakfast show, so we're going to hear a lot more from you as well over the coming months,
yes,
which is brilliant. But if somebody wants to get involved, find out more about you, maybe they've got children that want to learn to swim, or maybe they do themselves, what's the best way to do that, Angela?
So always the same way, through our website, which is www.angelaswimschool.co.uk, and come along and join us and learn to swim properly.
Fantastic, because it's fun.
Yes.
And you can look younger, which
Yes.
that ticks the box.
Definitely.
Angela, thank you so much for joining this
Thanks
morning.
for having me, Matt.